Happy Pride. Hold on, I gotta share. Happy Pride. Hold on, I gotta share. I gotta share in Discord, 1 second. Sharing in Discord. Alright, let's do our selfie stick deal. You guys, I'm sorry. We are walking today. I put my stuff in my bag. I got another bag because a friend of mine gave me his buns and his sausage. I'm alright, Zenith. Yeah, my friend Gary celebrated his birthday. He's like, Nick, would you like some buns? And I was like, usually I like to eat my buns on my face. And I'm gonna need some sausages to go with those buns. Hey, Calca Boy, do you like sausages and buns? How big are the sausage and the buns? So, personally, I like the sausage to at least be 6 inches. It might be 7. The buns, the buns better go on my face. The buns better go on my face. So what I like to do with the buns is I like to lick them, and I put them as such. And so, oh, you prefer the sausages? Well, I prefer the buns. I'm more of a buns man than a sausage guy. But I mean, I'll still take the sausage down my throat when I need to. So, you wanna know my technique for handling the sausage? You wanna know my technique? This is my technique for the sausage. Uncut sausage is better. Yeah, I don't like the casing in the sausage sometimes. So, oh my God, Nick. Hey, I'm allowed to laugh. I'm allowed to laugh.
Okay. Bye. See you, Judah.
Adorable. I said adorable. I'm streaming, but don't worry, I'll make sure it's away.
Okay.
Apologies.
Thank you.
We respect everyone.
I appreciate it.
Have a good day, okay? Bye. So, we're trying not to get them on camera. We know some people are very sensitive to cameras. So, it's a tough... I'm sorry, I was trying not to. Shoot. This is hard. Can we get more... walking to a haircut. Hey, Tessa, how are you? You know what I was listening to? Alessia Cara. Do you like her? I think she's a good artist. It really does. I have to say, I can tell the difference between... I mean, I have to say, Peter buying the selfie stick was the best. You should have seen me in the store buying getting the selfie stick with Peter. So, the funny thing was, when Peter was telling me about the selfie stick, I went up to the salesman, Chuck, and I said, hey, I have a question about this selfie stick. They were like, yeah? How big is the reach? And they said, well, it's about, like, yay long and yay big. Yeah? How deep does it go? What do you mean? How deep inside does the reach go? And then she was like, oh my God, Nick. And I was like, he's like getting the context of what I'm saying. And I'm like, yeah, I'm making an innuendo. I couldn't help it. So I'm just like, yeah, the selfie stick. Yeah, how long does it reach and how long can I put it in deep? And he's just like, well, it depends. No stream. Yeah, it's just about, see, the thing is, like, when you talk about innuendos, reach around, yeah. Hey, Tessa, I'll reach around for you. Just like, oh, Nick, stop it. Your humor is insatiable. I love it. Well, that's how I am all the time, aren't I? So...
I like...
Or I'm gonna have to just throw. Right. You know, I thought it was a good game. Look, I'm being a little reserved. You could even say I'm conservative about the game. No, I'm not a Republican. No. I just have a certain reserved outlook on the game because I don't know how it plays. I don't know how it does this. There's some problems with this game that I don't know how it's going to go about. Like, the game looks great for what it is, but I'm a little skeptical. I will say, and I give a major props to the voice actress. See, a voice actor can make or break a game's personality. The graphics are solid. I think they knew how to upplay the artistry of the game without... They upplayed the artistry despite the lack of technical prowess that, like, the PlayStation, and again, this is the thing about Nintendo, you have to remember. They do not try to outdo their competitors by sheer raw power of force. They do it with innovation, they do it with creativity. That's what I like about Nintendo. So I've always liked about Nintendo. And I think the thing that really helped sell it was the Fire Emblem Three Houses pop song they had Pauline sing. And I was like, you know what? You guys knew how to tie the game together. That's a brilliant move. That's a brilliant marketing strategy. Now if Doug Bowser could channel that and use that in his speeches, he'd be a much better president spokesperson. That's the problem with Doug Bowser. He's lame. It's like he opens his mouth and I'm like, dude, what are you saying? Doug, what are you saying, man? I feel like a hippie of Nintendo, and it's like, look, at the end of the day, I have my tastes in games for a reason. Well, I'll give them points. I'll give them big points. Big points about the Donkey Kong game. Doug Bowser, he's the president of America, Nintendo America. He's problematic, is what he is. His big problem is he just doesn't know how to talk. He's very bland. He tries to play diplomatic president, and there's a point where it's like, look, tell me how you really feel, Doug. Tell me about this. Tell me, Doug. Tell me. And you're just kind of like, he's giving like a very like rigid response. You're just like, you're not telling me everything. Why are you not telling me everything? What the, Doug? That's how it feels. And it's not only how it feels, it's how basically he is. And he tries to play it so toe-headed. You're just like, Doug, you are running as a president. You're lucky that the sales of the console are good. The reason why the console's selling is not because of you, it's because people love Nintendo. You know, Nintendo is in a position, is a very interesting position right now, where even if the president of Nintendo America fails, people love Nintendo so much they don't even care. Which is good and bad, but a bit problematic. I have my complaints against Doug for a reason. And I just look at him and I'm like, Doug, you are way more capable than you give yourself credit. And I just want to tell him that, not because I want to be a jerk, not because I'm being a dick, but because I'm being honest and genuine, and because, look, I have very, yes and no. I want more lower budget Nintendo games. I think what you mean by that is you want games that don't cost so much, so that way they can be more friendly to the cost effective of the consumer. Which I agree. Yeah, I'll take a Captain 202. Sure, why not? That game was not hard and it was simple and it did its job well. Now, here's the thing, right? How do video games really work? Well, it depends on the infrastructure of the nuclear families. Why? Because the people that Nintendo target are families. Why? Because that's really their core demographic, and they know if they connect the kids, they'll connect the kids to the parents, and vice versa, and all the other people around them. What are you saying? Alright. That's an interesting take. I think the thing is, though, if you're gonna have a lesser budget title, the game still has to have a draw and appeal, right? So, look, you could take a team of 5 people, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 people, and have a good product because the cohesion of the goal is so well known that the focus is well earned and well directed. That would be the point. So, oh, I agree. But I think when you talk about the value of effort and creativity it's, you know, the thing is, when it comes to games, right? Sometimes it can come down to marketing. Really bad marketing, that can hurt a game's sales. Word of mouth. Have you ever done a voice work in a game? You know, I would do it if someone hey, let me say something, Calculator. If you want to connect me with someone, and I will do a voice, I will do any voice that you need me to do. You know, my brother always called me an animated person, and you know, I just had a certain style and finesse that, like, you know, I tried to match or imitate, maybe not to the same extent, to my own values, while learning from whatever was around me. And that's what I think was my advantage of being an autistic person, was my mimicry was so hilariously about mockery and flattery that it was admired. He said, bad marketing is a killer. The world ends with you. I'm trying to read what he said. Yeah, The World Ends With You is a great game. It came out, no one knew it because the marketing didn't even... Yeah. So the thing is, like, if you're going to make a bad marketing, then it comes down to word of mouth. And if the word of mouth is good, it'd be like, so a good movie example is My Big Fat Greek Wedding, right? That movie did hotcakes. Why? Because the movie is so relatable about culture and family and how people really adhere to the aspects of growth and progression when it comes to... Doug heat wave, okay. Is there a car or something down here? Is that Neo 20? I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Neo 20. That's fascinating. Was it a fighting game? What kind of game was it? I want to know more. Maybe I'll play it. So, oh, The World Ends With You. Okay. I love, you know, let me tell you something about that game. I love that game. The World Ends With You. I didn't play its sequel. So, hold on, I gotta see something real quick. I gotta... No, I don't want to auto-run. Yeah, I finally got the refund of LinkedIn. So we got some good news. LinkedIn gave me my $400 back. Thank Christ. Look, I just wanted to test drive something, and then I tried. I love how they played it off like it was my fault. They were like, we understand that you don't understand the auto renewal. No, that, LinkedIn, you don't know what you're talking about. But whatever, you gave me the money back? Screw it. I'm just glad you did what you had to do. Yeah, it's funny. People always try to place the blame on you, and it's like, no, you didn't listen, but thanks for doing what I need to do anyway. It's like, I just don't even care. You sucked at it, but I guess you sucked at it so well, at least you got it done. You're just laughing. So, I have to say, these glasses are really growing on me. Did these make me look artsy, hippie, or earthy, or kind of like bohemian? What do you think? I need some feedback. What do you think about these glasses on me? I'll never forget one day, my brother Joseph, he put a pair of purple tinted glasses on me. And he said, hey, Nick. I was like, yeah, you should try these purple glasses. He's like, okay. So I put them on. He's like, Nick, you look really good in those. Really? And he's like, yeah, Nick, you look good in those purple glasses. I was like, tell me more, Joseph. Thank you. So, look, I think what's really important is... Thank you, Zenith. You know, I definitely felt like I got along with California for the most part. Not like, what's E? What's E? Wow, sphincter knuckle buster. Okay, I'll take it. I guess I'll have to do that later. Thank you for the donation. Sphincter knuckle buster. Hey, it's vulgar, but I'll take it. I don't even care at this point. I don't even care. You know what? If it's an insult, good. You insulted me, good. I felt good about my insides. Yeah, you can push my insides back. I'll push yours next. See? I can make fun of myself and make fun of you. Roses. Rosebud? Yeah, I felt like you said that. You are one dirty, sick animal. I love it. Is that a Saint Bernard?
It's a Bernese.
I'm like, oh, Bernese, right. My sister has a dog like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, love it. So, I will. Yeah. My lunch was not too bad, you know. I had cake. So, that's how you cure depression, sweets. Not too much, though. Don't want to get fat. Unless I want to be a bear. Do you guys think I should be a bear instead of an otter? See, at least if I'm going delusionally insane, you guys are on the ride with me. Kidding, joking, I'm not doing insane. Or am I? You know, Zenith, let me say something real big. My SD card is making me crazy because my laptop won't read. I prefer Auto, me too. I prefer Auto too. Look, as much as I love being a bear, the bear is too on brand, meaning it's not me. It feels a bit corporate. Personally, I'd rather top the bear because I'm the Auto top. That's how I roll. So, you know, my favorite was what one person said to me once, Nick, are you a fan of Tyler Glenn? I was like, yeah, he's cool. Why? You kind of remind me of him. I could see that. You know, I actually did kind of meet Tyler Glenn, but he ignored me. I'm not upset. Personally, like, if you ask my opinion, the man is a singer. To him, I'm a butt F nobody. He'd look at me like, you're a person? I'd be like, whatever, dude. You know, that's how you have to approach people sometimes. And, you know, I don't hate him. He hasn't done anything to make me dislike him. Like, right, I am someone where if you want me to be the most awful, terrible human being to you, you have to really... You do, Tails? That's nice. What were you gonna say? I'm listening. I was gonna say, if you want me to not like you, you have to play mind games like no other, where you basically play like bull and like gaslight games. If you do that to me, then I'm like, you know what? I don't want to hear it. Because I have a life and so do you, and let's just have fun. And if you can't have fun, then what's the point? That's a tricky one. So, let me tell you something about that. It depends on my console, Jack. I have a couple consoles, right? One of them's over like 1,000. One's over 3,000. It depends on the console. Now, my original console that my twin brother decided to sell had over 10, 20,000. I can't remember the full number, if it was 10 or 20. Okay. High cars. Careful, they come up to you real close. Alright, so I got refunded. Yeah, I do. I have a place to sleep. beep sound, and then I'm trying to read what you just said. My beep sound. My laptop does that beep sound, and then my SD card don't show up, so I don't know. Oh, that's rough. Ouch. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You know, I have an idea for you. Have you ever used an SD card, a USB SD? Do you know what that is? It's an outlet that you put into your computer to have the SD card read through an external source without plugging into your computer. If you do that, oh, that's what you did? Oh, shoot. Did it get wiped? Tell me more, I'm listening. Did it get wiped? What happened? What's going on? What time is it right now? 3:39. Welcome. Basically, oh, nice. That's awesome. I got $1.99 today. Woo! Uni SD card reader. Fascinating. Oh, wow. Fascinating. Fascinating. Stage of history. I gotta go. I like your shirt. Okay, I gotta look at something real quick. I'm checking the destination. I'm going. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. What? Oh, what do you need? Okay, but I can do that for you, Zenith. I can do that for you, Zenith. I'm trying to think. Let me ask you this. What is your choice of destination for picking up chicks? The library, you really have to be observant. Ladies love a man who pays attention to her needs. So, a woman wants to be treated not just like a flower, but she wants to be treated like a human being. But she also wants to be challenged. So don't expect her, if she tries to chop your balls off, you better cup them fast. Because if she tries to go for your balls, your cojones, you're like, hey honey, I'm part of this relationship too, don't forget. I'm already talking to a girl, but not, hold on, let me see. To a girl, but not, she's interested, okay. Tell me more about her. Is she your age? What's her age? I'll see what I can do to offer you advice. I can't give you any promises. Well, you know what, Tails? The thing is, like, women can be bloodthirsty man-eaters. They can be. Hey, even I have to keep Tessa in check. She's a beautiful woman, but I don't want to mess with her when she's upset. I love her. So, and I do have to put her in check sometimes because I like her a lot. How does a man want to be treated? Whoo! What kind of man? Straight, gay, what? You know, a man... Tessa knows what I'm talking about. So she's 23, a year older, and she's into musicals and music. Oh, well that's the perfect match for you, Zenith. You need to appeal to her by showing your sensitive side. You know, you need to play something that is tasteful and reflective of you and connects that to her. And if you do that and she sees that, she's like, wow, he's such a beautiful soul. He really likes me. And then be like, look, honey, I can show you a world of dazzling features. A whole new world. You know, play it up Aladdin style with a magic carpet ride. And really just like wow her with your repertoire. Well, if you want to sing, you can, but you don't have to. You could even hum along to a tune. I mean, if you really want to go cliche, you can go full guitar and play Wonderwall. Like, today is gonna be the day that... And if you play that, a girl will literally be putting your hands if you play it the right way. Then she'll be like, oh my god, you played it for me. Because that's how women are. So, unless they're like guarded or jaded, and there are women like that too. So, but the thing is, like, a woman wants to feel like her experience and her time isn't wasted. Like gay man's too. So as far as a gay man, what is a gay man like? Ooh. Should I tell you? What from my experience, what is a gay man like? Ooh. A gay man likes being dominated. He likes it when the person he's with uses him. And then not only uses him, but shows him the secret of the kiss. Yeah, and then he likes it when he like slaps the butt and says, and then the other person says, I'll take that as I love you in Chinese. So that's how it's done. So, and then you say at the end of the day, wow, if you really want to know if a gay man loved what he just went through, you know what he'll be like? You didn't just meet the expectations, you climaxed them. And then he'll be like, wow. Like that woman with a lollipop. But anyway. Oh, well, see, the best part about the beard is that's how you eat the cake. You take the cake and you put it all over your face and you just kind of eat it out. And you're just like, and the guy's like, oh my god, he did that so well. Oh my god. That's how you handle a cake. So, or peaches, depending on your preference. When do you get out the... get out the paddle. That's very BDSM, man. That's for, depends on the person. See, most of my relationships, I was a more dominant one. I was the one that would call the shots in the bedroom. And, oh yeah, I don't care. We leave it as it is. We're open. We let it hang out. Look, I can be a little... So, I like having this talk with you guys. This is fun. It's free. It's who I am. You know, people are very judgmental. So, as far as why am I being judgmental? You're the one being judgmental, dude. Don't judge, just listen. And look, if you don't like what you're hearing, what do you want to say? Because you're part of the conversation, and we'll listen. We listen, but just because you don't like what we say, if you don't provide context or intent, we can't help you, right? You're basically a wallflower or a fly. You're just observing, you're judging. It's like, okay, bro, that's nice. Me too, I like San Francisco too. You know, there are things I like about San Francisco. It's free, it's open, you know? I mean, they still have their ups and downs. You know, Tails, I'd do that. I would. You know, it's a shame that the Bros movie flopped. I liked that movie a lot. I'm getting a haircut. That's what we do. We look fly and cool. No, I need a new one. That wasn't a haircut. My hair is still growing on the sides. And, my beard needs a little trim. Find me where the wild things are. I lose my balances sometimes. They're not cool with me. The cool kids are not cool with me. So, hey, we pioneers, and they are all pious here. You like that song? Do you know that song, Zenith? Wild Things by Alessia Cara? Such a good song. The beat is well done. It's a shame it didn't do better in the States. Well, every day is Pride when it's June, so. Well, what day is it? Is it, oh wow, it's 18. So tomorrow's Juneteenth. Oh, great. Calca boy, we're gonna have to have a talk about Juneteenth. It's important. It's an important holiday for a reason, so keep your DMs open. Well, June is always about pride. It's just the most colorful month of the year. It's all about the rainbow, the multicolored spectrum of light. Well, Pride is not every day. Pride is only every day in June. So, when we have that month, that's when we let our colors come out. Because that's when our scars heal. Because when we're able to self-express, we're able to feel free and not shackled to the chains and reminders of society. Yeah, I'll be doing something for Juneteenth. I got a plan. I got a plan, honey. Dude. 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 No. If I was free, I wouldn't be shackled by financial debt. That is the one way I'm not free. I might not have to be obsessed about it, but I have to be concerned about it, right? The thing about being free is the ability of choice. Free is the ability to not be restricted. And unfortunately, free does not mean being shackled by the debt of society. Society will always place a debt on you, no matter who you are. You know how? Do you know how Catholicism works? You are born with sin. You are born of sin. You are born of sin. That is literally how Catholicism works, right? That's literally how they operate, right? Why? Why do the people operate that way? Because they're trying to... Here's a trophy. Thank you. Which is better, Miiverse or YouTube? Really? Those are kind of hard to have a contest against each other. Why would you put Miiverse against YouTube? That makes no sense to me. Miiverse is more like Twitter. If you were going to say Miiverse, okay, would be more fair comparison is Miiverse versus Twitter. That's the comparison. Then I'll say Miiverse. But Miiverse and YouTube, no. Absolutely, Calcaboy. Why do you think we have our own communities? No, I'm gonna pick Miiverse over Twitter. Twitter is disgusting. But I have to use Twitter. Look, I have to use Twitter because it's the platform I have to use. And I have to do the filtering because that's what it is. And unfortunately, no matter how much filtering I do, there's always gonna be bigotry. And whether the bigotry is from bots or external sources, people will always argue you're the bigot. And if people do that, they have an agenda. And you have to point their agenda with their narrative. And like, what's your point? Right? You have to put them in their check. You need to put them in their place. Like, what's your point you're trying to prove? What's the difference? What's the indifference? And if you have no point to prove, then you should tell them to shut the hell up. So. Not really. Of course it's not on the App Store. It was a Nintendo-made product. It's a Nintendo-made social media. Just beta. No, I don't need to worry about a hotel, thank God. Hold on one second. We have technical difficulties. Yeah, I know, Zena. We're almost at our haircut place. I have to get you hide in a moment. Well, thank you for letting us know that. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the class? God, it smells like ass. No, I'm not shaving my head. Why did you say that, Tessa? Tessa, let me tell you something. Do you think I want a phallic head? Hell no. I don't want a phallic head. That's gross.
You got wet? Okay, we went wet you down.
Yeah, what you doing? That's what happened to us, man.
Come on, where the bully at?
Man, I know.
God, my eyes. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Are you okay? Oh, because it's loud. Apologies. And I will have to end stream shortly. We're on Turk Street. I have to get to Hyde. 648 Hyde is where my haircut is. I know I doxed myself intentionally, but it's okay. I don't live there, so it's okay. I guess I can cross and cross. Fascinating. You gotta hide? Do you got a body? Usually when you ask something like that, usually, what's your name? Edgy Flamingo, you have a body to hide? Yeah, Edgy Flamingo apparently killed someone, so in the chat he's trying to ask if he's hiding a body. He's like, you gotta hide a body for me. Yeah, no, I'm not hiding a body for you. But that's nice. I'm really happy that your body that you need to hide. I like that song. Is that Neo and Rihanna? Alright. Dead. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the stream now. I'm gonna end it now. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.